Also, we are seeing that yesterday's movement, a lot of support has been there on the social media. We are seeing Tollywood celebrities and common man also coming out and speaking openly. Where do you see this movement now going? Are you going to join it on the ground also? This movement?
So right now, I want to prepare people. There's immense anger, immense angst in people. Definitely, I'm going to take it forward. It is that hit our self-respect, and really they had denied what had been promised to the people of Andhra Pradesh. And definitely, we'll take it forward. But we are not in a hurry. We will take time. We'll take constructive measures first. We'll consolidate our support, and then we'll go ahead.
Also, the Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, he says a special economic package that has been given, that is also good enough, and he looks content with the package that has been given by the centre. So, are you questioning him also that he's gone back on his promise, and also the BJP-led central government? You are taking on the BJP government also.
Whether he's going to had he gone back or not, I don't know. I can't say it. But definitely, TDP government has compromised with central government. And I'm not taking my words back. I'll go against BJP also. Because this is the right they had, which was rightfully ours. And also it's a promise which they had given. They can't keep on changing their stand and what according to their convenience. That's what I feel.
So, do you think that this AP special demand protest and the movement that is going on at the state level, it should go on a national level at Delhi also, because you're taking on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and saying that he has not really fulfilled his promise?
Regarding the special category status, when the state had been divided and all that issue happened, Mr. Sri Narendra Modi ji was never the Prime Minister. And personally, I know him. Personally, like me, if you look at it, if you want to reason it out, he doesn't have any personal connect to it. And he's not related to that, the promise or the division what had happened there. But what I feel is, he has the moral responsibility at least to communicate to people. What I seek from Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji is, if it can't be given, the special category status can't be given, at least say it so. We can't give it under these measures, under these circumstances we are not able to give it. But if you keep on dilly-dallying like that and trying to say that this is the best we can do, it's nothing different than the special category status, it's really hurting people. And people rallied behind him in Andhra Pradesh and behind BJP and TDP alliance is only because of love for him.
There's also a sentiment that we are seeing now building up about a north-south divide that you also have put out. What do you mean by that? The issues are not really taken up?
See, the north-south divide is not exactly a divide of a very different kind. It is not between people. It's about between the political class. See, if the same rule has to be applied all over, if the BJP government says they are pro-smaller states, the rule applied to southern states, especially for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, when they could divide on the policy of smaller states, they pro smaller states. And the people are asking, how come the same law or same policy not applied to Uttar Pradesh or a Vidarbha separate state? How come you being the majority, you being in parliament, having the majority, how come you're not taking it forward? This is the question. So what we feel, what all of us feel in southern India is, you want to have the political elites of Delhi or political class of Delhi, they want to control rest of India having the majority in UP. And that's what they wanted to do. People are rebelling against that thought.
Just one last question. What do you want to do now? YSR Jagan Reddy is also supporting this movement. There's a collective support that is coming out. What road ahead do you see from now? Everyone unitedly should come out, take the call further. What do you see further now?
Further, what I see is there is a widespread sentiment, and it is right. And each party is there doing their part. And as time goes by, we'll see how it gets, in which way it forms the collective.
Political class should come together. That's what you're.
It will. Eventually, I think it will. It has to, because we have to keep our political differences or political ideology away for the benefit of the people. Because the common agenda between any political party is to serve their people. For that sake, they'll come together. After follow-up, we'll see how it unfolds.
Thank you, sir.
The status or not. The thing is, they had promised At the time of division, they said, we're going to give a special category status. Former Prime Minister Sri Manmohan Singh ji said it will be given. And everyone agreed on that. And it's the word given in the parliament. And BJP said, it is not, 5 years is not enough. And it's going to be 10 years. We need demand for 10 years. And Sri Venkaiah Naidu, then the Rajya Sabha member, he said then, as we're coming to power, we're going to give it for 10 years. That's what he said. And that was the election promise which was made in Andhra Pradesh, and that's what made them to come into power, and also the support and love for Sri Narendra Modi ji. After coming back into power, they had conveniently forgotten for almost 2 years plus. When a lot of people had raised up this issue, and also when I took it to the public notice. Then one fine day, very interestingly, the way the state has been divided in a 12-hour period, in the same way they had announced special package in the midnight. I personally feel, or people also feel, where is the need for you when really you wanted to give a special category status, okay, in replacement of special category status, an alternative for that, when we want to give a special package, where is the need for you to announce it in the middle of the night, almost close to midnight? Where is the need for it? So that means there is something which is unbelievable, something is people are not trusting it. And also when we had announced, I myself, for me, I'm also a novice to politics. And though I have other aspects of politics, I know, but especially in this kind of policy matters, what I would like to do, I don't take it on myself. I went to Delhi, I met a lot of senior bureaucrats and planning commission members. I had shown them this is what the central government had announced. What is the merit of this? And each point I had analyzed, and they had analyzed, they showed me this is what exactly, and point by point, when I addressed people gathering in Anantapur, I gave it to, I conveyed it to the public. So what happened was, and there is no answer, what any state normally gets, that's what they had given. They changed the name into called special package, nothing different. And whatever they had promised, and which is, they went back on the road. And only because conveniently, because they are as might is right. And that's what they say, okay, this is what we could give, and this is the right thing. They're forcing us to believe it. And people are not here to believe it.
So my last question, sir. In 2014 elections, you've gone in support with the TDP and BJP alliance. And right now, in the present situation, you're fighting so much for the special status of the Andhra Pradesh. And do you think that this is not even a pinch of a hurt to the TDP, which is still in alliance with BJP, but still is showing a weak protest towards it?
It is not about a protest. Any struggle, any protest can't grow overnight. The resentment is widespread all over in everyone's heart. To bring it to the proper alignment, where everyone could see the size of it, but only in the course of time people will understand that. Thank you.
Thank you.